Everybody, welcome back to episode 17 of the Caffeinated Creeps podcast. It took us 17 episodes to finally do a proper... Are you yawning in the middle of this intro? I was about to say... I was going to say it took us 17 episodes to do a proper intro. But I guess not. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. As always... it's your favorite hosts, me, Mr. Butternuts, and we've got...
Ray. Am I in trouble?
No, you're fine. You're fine. Just don't do it again.
Okay. Stay with me, Phil. Let's hear about that family. I got a wife and two beautiful children.
That's what it's all about.
I want you to do... What was it? I want you to say something.
I want you to do one favorite, Phil. What? Say cheese. Well, fire movie, man.
To me, my sin. I got a... next month is going to be... next month will be our 6 months.
February, March. Yeah, 6 months.
Yeah. What?
Well, that doesn't seem right.
And it has to be the day where we released the episode, not when we recorded. Because it feels like we haven't even been doing this long.
No, it really hasn't. But to be fair, it's in total like 20 episodes. If we include the creepy ones. The Little Chronicles.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we include those. Dude, the story I was going to do for you, I really wanted it.
October 6th.
Okay. I really wanted to do it today.
That's okay.
But it's like, it had a lot of information. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? It fits better more on the Chronicle stories.
Okay.
So I'm gonna...
That's fine. I gotta wait a whole bunch of weeks now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so... I thought... Maybe I'm only passionate about it because it's about something that I fucking love. So...
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to look forward to that.
Probably gonna forget tomorrow, dude.
Oh, you're gonna forget, like, after you leave this fucking house.
Most likely. But yeah, how was your week, buddy?
It's been alright. It's normal. I finally got back into my workout routine.
I saw.
And that's right.
Thanks for the heads up on TikTok.
I told you on Instagram. I told the group chat this, but to be fair, it's been a couple weeks since I said that. It's because I'm trying something out, and it's been really fun because I've been getting a lot of comments about it. So for nobody that knows, on TikTok I changed my name to now the strongest ASMR enjoyer. It's been really fun. It's because like I see a lot on my TikTok feed where it's just like a bunch of guys like showing what they're listening to, and it's always sad. Like a lot of us are just like fucking upset, and it's depressing. And so
it's like those poppy like Japanese music, like Hatsune Miku and shit like that.
Kind of, but it's more sadder than that. Like it's really really sad. And I'm like, I want to try like being that little beacon of light. And so I'll just go in the comments and be like, hey man, we got this, brothers. We ain't alone. Like if we're gonna drown alone, we'll be together. Like shit like that. And so, like, I keep getting, like, a lot of comments back being like, thanks, dude. Like we'll keep on going. I'm like, fuck yeah. It's great.
Oh, that's great.
So, like, it's because the main reason why is because there's an account on TikTok called The Saddest ASMR Enjoyer. So I'm trying to be, like, the yin to his yang, like, the opposites, basically.
That's pretty gay, bro.
A little bit.
The Gato to his Gojo.
I'm not Gato.
You are kind of gay, though.
I mean, straight against my will. Okay.
No, my aunt, since she's married to a man and she's straight, she's not gay whatsoever, or like bi or queer. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I wasn't blessed with the fairy dust.
Wow.
She always says that. She's like, you've been blessed with the fairy dust.
But the moment Henry Campbell walks in, bro, it's over. Michael B. Jordan, it's over.
I feel that. I mean, what Pedro Pascal?
Have you seen?
Yeah, and Oscar Isaac.
You seen who they casted for the Fantastic Four, right?
Yes.
The guy from Stranger Things.
Yes.
Yeah. People are fucking like.
Eddie Munson.
Yeah, but people are upset. I don't know
people
why.
People are fucking upset about everything. People piss me off.
It's you took that personally.
I did. It's because weird. Look at hear me out, dude. Hear me out. Okay. For example, on High School Host Club, everybody's bitching and bitching and bitching about how Tamaki and Haruhi should be together when the creator originally created for Haruhi and Mori to end up together, and it makes fucking sense because if you see the show, it really, really does make sense as to why they end up together. Because he's always been calm, he's always been patient, he's kind enough to actually learn about her interests. He doesn't have to give her extravagant things to earn her affection. He's just there when she needs him there. You know what I mean? I get it. He's a good green flag. And then because people were bitching about how they want Tamaki, the creator changes to Tamaki, and then now there's people like me that are upset about it.
I kind of prefer Tamaki.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. First of all, tweet.
I fucking love my 64-year-old coworker. She was all like, do you read the Bible? And I was like, no, not anymore, but I've read it. And then my other coworker behind her, she's like, no, I haven't read it. And then she just turns to her because she's like hella Christian, but she's really funny and she like cusses sometimes. She literally turns to her like behind like with her little swirly. She's like, "You're going to hell," and her like, and because you know how like older black women talk, and I think she sounds exactly like that, and it's great, it's fantastic. Oh. But she literally looks at her, she's like, "You going to hell?" And then my other coworker and I, we were just like, "What, Annette? What the fuck is wrong with you?" It was great. I love her.
I love those type of coworkers. I had one with like when I first started in Amazon. And she'd be like, honey, it's like, don't lift those boxes if you can't lift them. I'd be like, you're right.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
Being called honey with that accent, like, it's just something.
Yeah.
I was like, if you don't got a man, like, I'll marry a 50-year-old
woman.
You know,
people were offended because of that? What? Like, I forgot who, but there was a person that was saying stuff like that about how when older black women say that and everything, they feel so great, so loved, so happy and stuff like that. And then people were saying shit, like there was a whole bunch of black people that were upset because of that. I think, I don't know if it was like black people or it was white people too. They were upset because they were saying that, like, that's kind of racial, like it's not very well, like you shouldn't say stuff like that, like it's pretty rude, shit like that. Or whatever. And then like this black girl, she stitched it. And she's like, y'all complain about everything. She's all like, she's all like, I grew up in a predominantly Hispanic community, and I fucking melt when an older woman calls me mija. It's the exact same thing. It is the exact same thing. So stop being butthurt over something.
It's like a level of like caring.
Yes.
In a weird way, where it's like.
Yes, that's my 2 cents.
Now, if they're going out seeking it out specifically, maybe then we got an issue there.
Yeah.
But if it's like it happens once or twice, like it's okay to feel like good about it. Yeah. I guess. I don't know if that's the right way to phrase it.
Get the chills. But yeah. So that's what your week was like. Literally, like, I couldn't find your @ anywhere when I was trying to send you TikTok. I was like, who the fuck is this person and why the hell are they popped up for, like, friends and shit like that?
Oh, I know. I'm so sorry. I forgot.
And then I had to look. I literally thought that you blocked me. I was like, what did I do?
I was like...
Did I offend him?
I was like, I know. I was like, hopefully they'll see me on the profile picture, but I realized, like, it cuts off half my face.
Yes, it does.
So you just see...
your little arm right there. Just like...
At that time, that's, like, my most... Like, when my arm was, like, most lean. So, like, a lot of muscles were, like, popping out. I was like, I'll just use this picture.
It was nice. Yeah. I was just like, yeah. Pop off. Pop off, queen.
It was really great.
You got this.
I know. I have to, like... It's been a while. So, I have to, like...
I try to be that one friend that's, like, always hyping up, like Lightning McQueen. I try to be that friend. So, I'm like, hell yeah, you do you, boo.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna just... So, if you see me posting shit like that, or... what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, like, post me working out, and then in the bottom it's just going to be, like, whatever ASMR video I could find to just, like, put in the bottom. It's going to be so stupid. Oh, my God. Really? Right now?
My ass. I did a lot of walking yesterday.
You know what the funny part is that my brother, like, right before we recorded, I was texting him like, "Hey, like, we're gonna start real soon." He's like, "You're gonna talk about butt stuff, huh?" It just happened to
me. What a coinkydink. Okay, this is nice. This is a good position. I'm comfortable now.
You want a second pillow?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
This is how I usually do it at home. I use 2 pillows and it's my little desk.
I use so many pillows in my bed. I have like fucking 4. And then plus I have like the body pillow that Marky gave me.
Mhm. It's so comfortable.
It is. But like for this bed with the new mattress specifically, like the best combo is like having half or like a quarter of your legs out of the bed, like hanging, and then like your body on the bed with the body pillow like resting like right below your neck. So you're just like facing the ceiling. I
would kill to have a bed like yours. I have a twin mattress.
The room over there, like little small room, that used to be my bed for like the longest fucking time.
I hate that bed. That time when I slept over and I was in the guest bedroom, I woke up in so much pain. I was like, never again.
Can you imagine like me trying to like, as I was growing up,
laying in that?
It was hurting my body. Not only that, as I was working, and as I was working out,
I can't.
It was causing me a lot of back pain.
Yeah.
And then what didn't help...
I understand firm mattresses, but that shit was too firm.
What didn't help was that a couple years later, I had to sleep on a futon in the living room. So, like, that hurt my back even more.
Yeah.
And then the mattress before I had for this one was one that we got from our neighbor's house, which had, like, a blood stain on it. And it was... I mean, we cleaned it. We cleaned it as thoroughly as we could. But... It was like a really like hard mattress, and then I was like, you know what? I was like, maybe all my life has been like the mattress's fault for my back pain. And honestly, like the first week I slept on this new mattress,
the greatest,
fucking great.
Oh my god, I grew up with the it was another twin bed, and the bed frame sucked too, and it was originally bunk beds because me and my sister we share a room. So it was bunk beds. We hated it, especially because I had the bottom bunk and I couldn't even sit down in my bed because I was already like tall. I was too tall for it. Like I can't. And then it can't be too high up because then my sister would literally be right under like the ceiling and shit like that. So eventually we were able to unscrew the 2 bunk beds and have 2 beds. And then after that, I really, really wanted a new bed because I had been having it for like so long. And I was gifted a mattress and a bed frame for Hanukkah, like 4 years ago? And then for like a good like 6 months, I was just too lazy to clean my room and to take out my bed to put it in there. And finally I had to say, you know what? I have to do it now. I can't with the pain anymore. So I did it and everything. I unrolled the mattress because it was in a box. I unrolled it and then I had to wait 24 hours for it to be properly floofed up, and then I laid on it. Dude, it was like I was sleeping on clouds. My sister was all like, "Can I steal your bed?" I was like, "No." It was great.
Oh, dude, fucking new mattresses, man.
Yes.
Speaking of new things, eventually I'm gonna get rid of this little drawer, that little drawer, and that one over there.
But yeah, speaking of pillows, I haven't been sleeping very well lately because I'm too guilty to kick off the big stuffed animal that my boyfriend gave me for Valentine's Day.
Wow.
And every night I try to sleep in a different position with the plushie and I cannot. First night I slept using it as a pillow. My neck hurt. I hated it. The next day I leaned myself against the wall and I put it like there and I was hugging it. And it felt a little bit better, but I still hated it because I want space to move. And then I tried putting it at my feet, but I can't because then I'm going to spill stuff because it's connected. Because my desk and my bed are touching. So, like, I'm pretty sure if I scoot down on my bed, like, my grippers can touch my desk. So, I've just been trying to figure it out, and I really think I just don't want to kick off the plushie. But I feel like I have to. I think I'm going to try to find a way to sit him down on the little, my little desk chair.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and then just...
I think you sent a picture of, like, all your, like, the plushies on your bed.
Yeah. And it sucks because I have 2 trash bags filled with plushies under my bed.
Jesus.
I have a whole bunch of anime plushies. I have like Derpy from My Little Pony. I have Mirio. I have Hawks. I have Tamaki. And everything. Like, I have a whole bunch. I have Hinata and Kageyama from Haikyuu. I have Inosuke too. I have Nanami. I have Itadori. And I have a Gojo little plushie.
Jesus. I remember my friend, like, after her breakup, she had a pretty bad breakup. She had like a shit ton of like squishmallows. Put them in like one of those like vacuum bags. And she put it like under her bed. It looks like a fucking horror scene under there.
That's smart. I should do that.
It looked like a fucking horror scene. Like they're all like compacted and squeezed.
Hell yeah. I get it.
Yearning to be like let free.
No, I find it so funny too. Like when I ordered a blanket for my cousin for Christmas last year. And it's like the horror movie characters, but in the Mystery Mobile from Scooby-Doo. And she had a sweater like it, so I wanted to get the blanket to match the sweater. And it was like a really soft blanket. So, and it was in a vacuum sealed bag as well. And it just was hilarious. I love it. And then when I got my boyfriend his pillow pet, it was in a vacuum sealed thingy too. So I had to like unseal it. And then when you open it, you just hear the little shh. It's so satisfying.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Alright, happy Black History Month, y'all. I feel hella fucked up for not mentioning it last time. But yeah.
No, we had like a week, almost like 2 weeks off, basically.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But I just, it completely slipped my mind, which I know it shouldn't. But, I mean, if you follow my personal Instagram, I've been posting a lot of Black History Month stuff. Especially because I'm more predominantly, like, in the anime and, like, cosplay community. So I've been posting a lot of black cosplays and shit like that. So, yeah, happy Black History Month to y'all. And I'm going to be talking about... The story's kind of rough. But it's about Georgia baby Jane Doe, otherwise known as Christmas Doe.
This sounds familiar.
I think you might know about it. And I wasn't going to say this, but spoiler alert, there's been an update in the case and she has finally been identified.
Oh, okay.
So, great. And before, I feel like it's only fair to say her name. Because I don't want it to be like, oh, it's a mystery or whatever. But her name is Kenyatta Odom. So she was finally discovered. It's been 35 years.
Speaking of updated cases, last episodes ago when I talked about Brian Schaefer, I started it off by saying that this was the second disappearance case. But it wasn't.
Oh.
I had covered the actual second one, which was Orlandi, the girl from the Vatican City.
Oh, yeah.
And as I was...
Listening to it?
As I was... Not listening. As I was thinking about it, I'm like... I remember on the episode I said that they had just opened up the case again. So I'm trying to dig through any files that I could find right now on the internet. Right now, there's nothing. But some reporters are saying that this year... that apparently a lot more information might be resurfacing or might be uncovered.
Oh wow!
So I'm gonna try to stick my eye on that as much as I can.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then today's episode is gonna be a little bit different since it is Black History Month. I'm gonna be talking about just 8 random Black inventors and their inventions, like kind of like how I did it for like the Native American month 2 months ago. And then. We also have a story of spooky true stories from Nicole. Everybody knows who Nicole is now, basically.
A little local legend here, yeah.
Yeah, but basically, I guess her friend has some spooky tales that she wanted to share.
Was it Saida?
Zaida.
Zaida? And
she's gonna... And well, Michael's gonna read them.
Shout out to Zaida.
Yeah, shout out to Zaida. You the homie.
Real one.
Yeah. But she's friends with Daisy too, huh?
Yeah, I think I met her once. Maybe? I don't know.
I can't.
It's because the first time I ever met a lot of Daisy's friends, one of our close friends, Maria, I don't know if she listens to this too, we went to her house for a like birthday bash, basically for her. Was it for her? Fuck, I don't remember. But they were drinking a shit ton of alcohol, and I was still kind of like underage, but like my parents were like, "Yeah, you can drink a little bit, like we don't care." And I still didn't like alcohol at the time. I still don't, but they were drinking.
And you were drinking what, whiskey on New Year's, and you don't like alcohol?
Well, not like I want to drink it like constantly or like every other week. Like it's fucking rare when I do.
I was about to give you side eye.
No, like I can still like enjoy it,
mm-hmm.
but I don't crave it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But during that, maybe this is what kind of killed it for me. During that party, they had like Jello shots, and I took one. I think I took two, and I was like, all right, I'm done. I don't want to drink anymore. I don't want to take any alcohol anymore. There was a lot of food. I was enjoying that shit.
Hell yeah.
I was fucking going
free
down.
Food
I was going down
food.
to that shit. But it was either Maria or I think one of their coworkers. She's a nice lady, but at that time I think she was also a little tipsy, so I don't think she knows what she did. But basically, when I told them that I stopped drinking, they're like, come on, and they grabbed the Jello shot, grabbed my jaw, opened up my mouth, and basically force fed me a Jello shot. And I was like, fuck! I really hated it so much. And it...
You should have slapped her across the face.
No, I was just like... They didn't bother me after that, but I was like, fuck. Okay. I kind of got my revenge, though, because at the end of the night, everyone was, like, sort of drunk. So I was, like, making throw-up sounds to kind of, like, fuck with them a little bit. It was great. I had my own little revenge.
You're diabolical.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. I support 100%. Alright, so yeah, let's go on with the story. It's gonna be a little... Why do I always say stories involving children? I just realized that.
You know... What was the other story? The other one was from Nicole. That one was...
Yeah, and then I did, really the Otaku murder?
Yeah, that one was also pretty horrible. That was like episode 3 or
2.
2, huh?
No, 3.
3 or 4.
3, I think 3. Yeah, around
3.
3
yeah, because it was
the first one was MH370, and then it was Supernatural, which I did last Sayona. No.
Yes, because we had like 3 episodes of like ladies in white dresses. So yeah,
yeah, back to back.
Yeah, back to back, basically.
It's so hard to find like haunted places and everything.
No, haunted places is easy. I think what really sucks for me is like trying to find
ghost stories about it.
Yeah.
Well, then how do you find it? Like, is there certain websites you should tell me the certain websites?
Honestly, I just like. Yeah, I'll tell you after.
Yeah. All right. Well, hold on. Let's get on with this.
Let's get into into the murders.
Ooh. All right. Spoiler alert. Y'all already know her name, Kenyatta Odom.
Mm-hmm.
But
cool name.
Yes. So on December 21st, 1988, a truck driver who was driving in Millwood, Georgia, pulled over to relieve himself real quick, like he had to go pee.
Truck drivers.
And he found an old television console. And it was kind of like at a dump site.
Mm.
So, out of curiosity, he kicked it over, and it broke, revealing a black suitcase wrapped in gray duct tape.
Hmm.
The suitcase was filled in cement, and there was a gym bag inside containing the decomposing body of a young black girl.
Oh my god. Okay, I have not heard this one. Yikes.
He was so disgusted and like overwhelmed and like very emotional that he went back to his truck and he had a quick crying session. Like he was crying really, really bad.
I would imagine.
And then he called the police and everything, because I guess he needed a moment to like compose himself. But like, I mean, I get it, honestly. At the time, it was believed that she was already dead for about a month or 2. And they believed that at the time she was about 3 years old, and she was about 2 feet 9 inches in height. She was about 30 pounds, and her death was ruled a homicide by undetermined means. She was a beautiful little black girl. She had curly hair pulled back into ponytails and styled with bows. Hold up, I had a picture right here of her real quick, so I can show you.
You know, that reminds me. Let me get my pictures ready for you too.
Look at.
Oh, she's so sweet.
This is what came out before they found her. So look at how similar they are.
Yeah, it's pretty close actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Let me go back. Her hair was styled back into ponytails and styled with bows. She was wearing a white knit shirt with the red pony like on the left like chest area, and she was wearing white thermal pajama bottoms and a diaper pull up. Shooting and stabbing was quickly ruled out, and she was nicknamed Christmas Doe because her body was found near the holiday. It was December 21st. So, what's it called? So, the stabbing and the shooting was quickly ruled out because she did not have any, like...
Wounds?
Okay. In a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then finally I found out how she died. We'll find out later. Okay. But it's freaking crazy. An autopsy was inconclusive because of the decomposition of her body, and investigators also didn't know if she was alive at the time when she was placed inside the suitcase. After discovering the girl's body, investigators interviewed locals door to door but turned up with no leads. They also expanded their searches on databases across the country for missing children that matched Christmas Doe's description, but they were all unsuccessful. Some people speculated if the child was Kimberly Janice Boyd, who disappeared from South Carolina alongside her mother and her mother's friend, but she was later excluded as a possible identity. There was a link to Albany, New York, thanks to a piece of newspaper found nearby, and the authorities worked with local television stations in 2009 to put together a news story, but they were unsuccessful in finding any leads. In the 2010s and 2020s, investigators increased their pleas to the public to help identify her. And in 2019, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation began to work with Othram, a genealogy company, in an attempt to identify the victim through genetic genealogy. They were able to determine that she was likely from the area in Albany, Georgia. After a 2022 news report... This thing is pretty small. I'm almost done, actually.
Shit.
Yeah.
And mine's is pretty small, too. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good thing we have the...
Yeah, we have the extra stuff.
Yeah.
After a 2022 news report, for the anniversary of...
so just 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
For the anniversary... Hold up.
Okay,
Hold up.
Okay.
If you think that's close, hold up. In 2022, the news report for the anniversary of the discovery of the victim, a woman contacted the GBI in December of I already said that. Did I? No. In December of 2022, and claimed that she might know who Baby Doe was. Back in the late 80s, Jane Doe's mother claimed that her daughter had gone to live with her biological father. And at the time, the anonymous tipster was young herself, and could only do so much, especially since there was no indications of foul play. With forensic genealogy, they were able to find her name in June of 2023.
Fuck.
On November 1st, 2023,
fuck off.
A Dougherty County grand jury indicted now 56-year-old Evelyn Odom and Ulysses Sanders, Evelyn's boyfriend at the time, on the charges of felony murder of Kenyatta, first-degree cruelty to children, aggravated battery, concealing the death of Kenyatta, and conspiring to conceal her death. They were arrested November 9th, 2023.
Fuck.
According to the indictment, Evelyn and Sanders submerged Kenyatta in hot water, seriously disfiguring her legs and feet, which caused her death. They then allegedly encased her body in concrete and put her in the large television console that was dumped in the woods. It is confirmed that Ulysses is not the father of Kenyatta, and if convicted of murder, they will both get the maximum sentence of life in prison. Which obviously they will be convicted of murder, you can tell.
I think life is too lenient. Lethal injection. No.
That's too lenient.
Guillotine.
The guillotine.
We need to bring that back.
Hanging.
Imagine
hanging,
that, like,
hanging.
We get, like, whatever, like, most wanted person we have in, like, in prison for death row. During the Super Bowl halftime show, we bring out the guillotine. Make sponsored by Spotify or some shit.
Pepsi.
Oh my god.
Sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Oh, that'd be so funny as shit.
Sponsored by Johnson & Johnson.
Because, like, you know, like, back in the day, like, people used to, like, go out and actually witness...
The French. So it's the fucking French.
Oh, my
dude,
God.
the last person that was, like, killed in a public execution in France was, like, the 70s or the 80s.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. I'm saying that we should definitely bring that back as, like, a little sporting event.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, I'm telling you, like little halftime shows, like, football events or some shit. Having that shit sponsored by a ridiculous fucking company would be so cool.
That would be amazing.
It's so weird.
God. Only you would. You know what? Yeah.
It'd be so fun. I mean, come on. That would be the only reason why I would go to.
I mean, obviously, nobody should condone murder, but especially people that are weak and helpless, like children and women. It's horrible.
Look, it goes without saying, murder is bad, obviously.
Yes.
Yes. But that doesn't mean that on their behalf we can't sort of have our little... What's the word I'm looking for? Vengeance?
Yeah.
On their behalf. Let the public have the last laugh at them. You know, fucking sponsored by audiobook. Like it's...
But I feel like at the same time that it would be like a double-edged sword. Because how many people
would do it just to be up there?
Huh?
Would commit a murder just to be up there or some shit?
No. How many people have been sentenced to death or life in prison or have been in jail and have been innocent? There's been a lot.
I'm not saying, like, the moment they are sentenced, you know, send them out there. I'm saying, like... Because for some death row inmates, it takes years, sometimes even, like, decades, to actually, like, send them to death row. Or to actually kill them. It has to be... I think if... I'm gonna say it, like, if we're actually gonna do it. Like, it has to be at least... Within 10 years, 100%, like, without a shadow of a doubt, they for sure did the murder. And that we know they're guilty. For sure. And if we know that, we can maybe bring it down to, like, 5 years and we just send them out.
Mm-hmm. And if they didn't, they better have somebody like Kim Kardashian backing them up to help them.
Well, you know, like, after fucking, like, Usher gets off the stage, you know, they can try to sweeten the deal or some shit.
I haven't seen the halftime.
He did not perform it. He did not perform Daddy's Home. It was a tragedy.
I heard about it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, this is the most people have seen the Super Bowl since blah, blah, blah. And I was like, because of fucking Gojo. How much you want to bet? Because of all the fucking anime fans.
Half was Gojo, half was Taylor Swift.
That
you know,
too.
The funny part was that I predicted that the whole entire game.
What?
Because, like, we went to my Nina's house to go watch it, right? When I got the little baby Jesus from the Rosca, we were supposed to make the tamales, but we're like, we'll just do a carne asada during the Super Bowl. We'll call it there. And one of my tias was like, my team is losing. She was betting on the Chiefs. They were like at 0. It was like the first half of the game. And then I told her, oh, don't worry, I read the script. After the halftime show, they're going to pick it back up, go into overtime, and they're going to win. That's exactly what fucking happened. I was like, holy shit.
Damn.
I should have betted money on that shit.
Brujeria right there. Dude, speaking of that, my coworker bet $1,000 and he fucking lost. But if he were to win, he would have gotten $5,000.
I really wanted to bet.
But is it really worth it?
I don't know. I mean, like, I had a feeling that they were going to win just because, like, they always have, like, I don't want to be that guy, but, like, they always have, like, a camera, like, on Taylor. They do. Like, they cut to her, like, the weirdest moments.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like they're going to, the team's just going to win. So they can really zoom in on that.
Wow. Was Taylor even at the Super Bowl?
She was.
Oh.
She had just performed in Japan.
Yeah,
and people were like...
She was with Ice Spice and then somebody else.
That was like the weirdest meetup too.
It's all like, so am I the shit or the fart Ice Spice?
Am I the munch? Is that how you're saying it? Miss Spice. Anyway.
It was great.
Continue before we went on to sponsored executions.
Oh, I'm done.
Come on.
That was it.
Fucking title that shit.
Sponsored execution.
Oh my god, dude.
Holy shit. Yeah. So are we gonna wait till you're done with the thing to talk about the inventors, or do you want me to do it now?
I think you could do it now. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So originally I found a whole paper of inventions, but that shit looked like it was written like in the 60s. So it was really hard to read, dude, and it was mainly blurred, but it was like a scanned copy from like an actual legit like university. And I was like, interesting. I can't read it. So let's go to the History Channel.
Woo.
Well,
Aliens.
The improved ironing board was invented by Sarah Boone in 1892. The home security system was co-invented by Mary Van Britten Brown.
Really?
In 1966.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah. What's it called? She was a nurse, actually. She devised an early security unit for her own home, and she spent many nights at home alone in Queens, New York, while her husband was away, and she felt unsafe with high rates of crime in her neighborhood. And on top of that, police were unreliable and unresponsive. So she created a device to put her mind at ease. So she used a system she invented a system that used a camera that could slide in and look at 4 peepholes in her front door. The camera's view would then appear on a monitor in her home so that she could survey any potential unwanted guests.
That's really fucking cool.
Yep.
Holy shit.
She added other features to the system, including a microphone to speak to anybody at the door, a button to unlock the door, and a button to contact the police.
So like a fucking Ring doorbell, basically.
Her and her husband took out a patent for the system in the same year, and they were awarded a patent 3 years later in 1969.
Hell yeah.
The 3-light traffic signal was invented by Garrett Morgan in 1923.
Now listen.
I ignore that shit. It's either green, go, yellow, hurry the fuck up, or red, go.
I feel like we can improve on that system now. Cause
how? Like, add orange to it?
No, I meant like, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be like a system like where, when if you're waiting at the red light, a barrier needs to come up or something, because people keep fucking going through that shit regardless.
Oh my god.
But then again, that would like create so many more crashes. I don't know.
Yeah. I
just hate that system. I want to speed, damn it.
Yeah. Refrigerator trucks.
Really?
They were invented by Frederick McKinley Jones in 1940.
Nice.
Automatic elevator doors.
He did that? Oh,
no,
they did that?
Alexander Miles, 1887.
I just seen a TikTok about elevator operators. I don't know why that sounded weird to say. How they caused like a huge loss of money.
Wow. In
like the city of New York. Because they went on strike. Because back then you needed to be familiar with the equipment when working the elevators, because you needed to have someone special for it. And when they went on strike, no one could operate it. So it costed a lot of people fucking money, because no one knew how to get up to like businesses and stock meetings and shit like that. And so, they raised up the price to the point where if it was in today's money, it'd be like $50,000, basically.
Wow. And
then I think some shit happened and they went on strike again. But some companies, and I think they took apart from this dude's book, where they, instead of waiting and compromising with the strike to provide proper compensation and pay, they just said, fuck it, we'll switch to automatic. Wow. Getting rid of so many jobs.
Yeah.
So like, it's cool. It's really fucking cool that we got automated elevators. But it's crazy to think that, back then there was a lot of people's jobs too.
But I mean, still, like, you picking up the phone and calling a friend, I mean, you'd have somebody in the other line.
We had phone operators,
transfer it.
That's why a lot of people say bueno when answering the phone. Dude, were you the one who sent me that, or?
I don't think so.
I think I came across that, because apparently when Mexico had phone operators, they would just say, like, is it good? bueno, like to the phone operators,
Uh-huh.
to see if the connection was good,
Uh-huh.
so they could speak. So they would just say bueno, like is it good? So that's why when people pick up the phone, they go bueno.
Out of habit.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, and guess what? Electric microphone.
Ain't no fucking way.
Electric microphone, co-invented by James E. West, 1964.
64. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The other colleague, I believe, was German. Hell yeah. Carbon light bulb filament, invented by Louis Latimer in 1881.
Did we even use that?
Color IBM PC monitor and gigahertz chip, co-invented by Mark Dean, 1980 and 1999.
Hell yeah. Dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, at Walmart we just saw like a fucking fire, like 31-inch like computer monitor.
Ooh.
Oh my god, it was curved, sexy, beautiful. I was kind of debating on getting it.
Really?
Because like it was pretty fucking cheap. It was really cheap. And like right next to it were like 40-inch TVs that were like $400. I'm like, fuck that. I'll just get the fucking monitor.
Oh, look it. There's more. Air conditioning unit, auto fishing device, auto gear shift, blood plasma bag, bicycle frame, baby buggy, cable TV blocking device, cellular car phone, chamber commode, clothes dryer, doorknob, egg beater, elevator, electric lamp / bulb, eye protector, female cycle indicator, female cycle predictor, fire extinguisher, gas mask, golf tee, guitar, hairbrush, insect destroyed gun. What?
You never heard one of those?
Ironing board, lawnmower.
So like, you can probably find them today where it's like
Lawn sprinkler.
you feel like a plastic gun with like with salt, and let's say like there's like a fly running around. You cock the gun, aim it, and then you shoot it. So the gun will shoot like all the little tiny salt pellets basically at like high speeds to hit the fly.
Oh, that's cool.
It won't kill them, but it'll knock them out to the
Yeah.
point where you can get rid of it at that point.
Lawn sprinkler, lock, lantern, lubricating cup, mailbox, mop, motor, peanut butter.
People love to bring that one up.
Record player, arm, refrigerator, writing saddles, a rolling pen, shampoo headrest, spark plug, straightening comb, stethoscope. Hell yeah.
A spark plug?
Yeah, spark plug. By Edmund Berger in 1830.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah. Street sweeper, a stove, a television transmitter, a thermostat control, a traffic light, tricycle, TV remote control, typewriter, and VCR remote timer. Oh my god. I cannot spoke today.
I cannot spoke.
A baby buggy.
The hell's a baby buggy?
It's like a little cart, a little baby cart. Or stroller. There we go.
Oh, okay.
But that's what they used to
That's
call
what
it.
they called it
baby
back
buggy.
then? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. A corn harvester. Emergency fire escape mechanism. Ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Imaging x-ray. A mop. A straightening comb. And a potato chip. This is just like random things that I'm finding right now.
Still, that's a lot. Holy shit.
That's freaking cool, man. That's hella cool.
God, especially coming in clutch with the AC units.
Oh, hell yeah. I still find it funny that people in Europe just think that they're so bad that they will burn and stink instead of getting an AC.
They just can't.
There was an American that was living in Europe with her husband because he lives in there, and she was like begging him, like, come on, let's just get an AC. He's like, no, ACs are bad for you. He finally said yes for an AC. He fucking loves it. He fucking loves the AC.
I can't.
And it's frowned upon in Europe. If you have an AC, I mean, it's your house. Do whatever the fuck you want, but it's frowned upon. They like hella side eye you and judge you and shit like that.
Fuck that! Y'all could be roasting in the goddamn
Y'all
heat.
can sweat and stink. I'm gonna be cool.
Y'all can sweat with your mushy peas
on electricity.
Yeah.
All
Fuck
right.
that.
And that's it. Happy Black History Month, y'all.
Happy Black History Month, everybody. Damn. Still can't believe it. Fucking, it's a shit ton of things. Alright, I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Any companies that heard us say their name for the sponsored execution, there's no need to get the suits involved.
We have no correlations.
No correlations. It was a joke.
Here you go.
No need to. What?
I'll tell you the password later. But just so that you can have it.
Put it right here. Okay. It is a little bit of a tragic story. Oh, but I am excited because I'm
so excited.
It's creepy. It's everything I need it to be. So, dude, as I was doing the research too, I had like the article like next to the page I was like typing in. Uh-huh. And I tried so hard not to look at the thing. Oh!
The picture?
The picture.
Can I see?
Not yet. I want to show you after. I want to show you after I'm done. Because, like, I'm not trying to be rude about it. Rude towards it. But...
It's so fucking ugly?
No. Just in case, no.
Whoa. Is it encrypted?
No. But, like, having it, like, on my peripherals while trying to type...
Scared the shit out of you.
It was kind of like...
It was shivering your timbers?
A little bit. Like, to the point where when I was typing, I swear I was hearing something. And I would, like, turn. And then I would go back to typing. And then I would turn again. Because I kept thinking I was feeling. And then hearing something.
That's gross.
So I was freaking out. So, this is the mysterious chrysanthemum doll. Do you know what it is?
No.
You actually might know what it is. I just named it something else, just in case.
Okay, because when you say chrysanthemum doll, I'm assuming it's because there's a book of a little mouse called Chrysanthemum.
I like that book.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. High five. So that's why I'm like a chrysanthemum doll. Like there's a doll of a rat and it's like haunted or what?
No, that would be interesting though.
Hell yeah.
I keep like every now and then I'll reference that book. And Daisy, I know Daisy's read it, but it must have been like a long ass time ago. She has no idea what I'm referencing.
Speaking of haunted dolls, I've been wanting to play Poppy's Playtime because I realized the game is free. So I downloaded it. I'm just too chicken to play it.
No, you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
I feel like I want to get into scary games, but at the same time I can't.
You know what? I want to get a VR headset.
And hell no.
I want to play Resident Evil 7. And I want you to try playing that here.
What? I'll be down to try it.
Because there's a shit ton of like horror games.
I'll be down to try it at least once. My brother, he made me try FNAF on the VR. That shit.
I would imagine.
I'm too much of a weenie. I didn't actually play a game, but I looked around and I was like, I'm done with this shit. I can't.
Oh man, there's this one I saw like a long time ago. That was unfortunately it was like for VR only. Or I think like you're in Mexico in a church, and like something is like chasing you constantly, and it looked scary. I don't know if it was for PlayStation. Maybe it was PlayStation. I'll have to find it eventually.
We need to get that game where we're paranormal investigators. It's like the multiplayer game. But you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah. I just I'm blanking on the name. Right. So.
Chrysanthemum doll.
The chrysanthemum doll. This creepy and very true legend starts in 1918. The family of Suzuki had a 2-year-old named I'm already fucking it up. Okiku, who was loved and adored by her family. However, Okiku was still managed to grow a little lonely and was quite the fragile child, who would spend most of her time indoors. Her brother saved up a lot of money and bought her a porcelain 16-inch doll wearing a kimono, having a closed smile, and having shoulder length hair. The doll had a strong resemblance to her, with some saying it was fate sending the doll to her when she needed a friend.
Sounds like Coraline.
Actually, yeah, the article I was reading it from actually said, like, just like Coraline, because Coraline would be like, let's go, little me. It's like, they referenced it in the article I was reading too. Pretty soon the doll would become the girl's best friend, playing with her constantly and basically never leaving her side. Unfortunately, 1 year later, Okiku managed to contract yellow fever. Oh. Which is quite the rare illness, with the symptoms being from fever to body aches to severe liver disease with bleeding and even causing yellow skin or jaundice. Yeah, or jaundice. Okiku would eventually die from the illness with her doll by her bedside. The family would keep the doll as a reminder of their loving daughter and place the doll on her altar. This would spark the very beginning of the paranormal events and poltergeist activities. The family would often hear whispers in their home, various objects would be thrown at them, lights would turn on and off by themselves, and with the peak of the activity being a shadow of a little girl crying and sobbing by the parents' bedside.
Oh shit.
Which would soon disappear once she was spoken to. The Suzuki family would become terrified of these hauntings and would bring our good friends Ed and Lorraine Warren. I'm fucking kidding with you. They brought a local shaman from their village to see if they could try and communicate with the spirit.
I was just like, wait a minute. Where does this take place again?
Like the 1918.
No, I know, but where?
Japan.
I fucking knew it. I was all like, Ed and Lorraine take on Japan.
That would be interesting, but no, I fucking doubt it. So they brought in a local shaman from their village to see if they could try and communicate with the spirit that was terrorizing the family. The shaman was able to confirm that the spirit was their own daughter. The family was shocked that her spirit had yet moved on and resided on Earth, or specifically inside of the very porcelain doll she had loved very much. Some time would pass and the family would move to a town called Sakhalin, but tragically would leave the doll behind, but left it in the hands of sympathetic groups of Buddhist monks at, I'm going to fuck up this name, Iwan Izawa Temple in Hokkaido, Japan.
Iwanizawa?
Yes, there you go, thank you. Iwanizawa, my bad. The family left the porcelain doll behind because they thought taking the doll away from the daughter's burial site would anger and upset her spirit. To this day, the monks still take care of the doll, who they now call Okiku, the chrysanthemum doll. Uh-huh. But the story doesn't end there.
Oh.
Shortly after receiving the doll's hair began to grow. Growing longer.
Wait, I think I've heard about this
wider now. And coarser than ever before, and still continues to grow to this day, despite numerous haircuts. What's more chilling to me, actually, was the fact that when a piece of the hair was cut, they took it to get it sampled and analyzed. When the samples came back, it was proven to be the hair of a human child. If you were brave enough to go visit the doll in person, reports have said that the doll's mouth has begun to slowly open. I'm getting chills right now. And even more unnerving is the fact that the mouth, small baby teeth can be seen growing within the porcelain gums of the doll.
What?
You can still see and visit the famous doll to this day at the temple in Hokkaido, Japan. But be warned, the monks won't let you take any pictures of the doll, as they believe taking a picture of Okiku might steal her soul away from the doll. Now, here's the pictures of it.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it before. I've seen this before, yeah!
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that's wild. That doll is creepy as hell, though. Somebody made stickers of it. I want a sticker now. Oh, that's friggin' wild.
See, the thing that I liked about it the most was that you can actually go visit it. That's the thing.
We should, when we go to Japan, we have to.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. It'd be a little bit freaky, but it'd be amazing.
Uh-huh. That is so cool.
So, your friend and Daisy's friend, Zaida. Shout out to her. But that's it.
Hell yeah.
That's all you get. This is her demon possession experience. So,
hell yeah.
The story comes from a mutual friend of mine and Daisy, in which they will be referred to as friend. Yeah, alright. And it took place at their job. They work with troubled young boys at overnight shifts for the most part, which sometimes involve desolating, heated situations among the boys. Friends' duties include distributing the boys' medication. Distributing. Distributing the boys' medications. Jesus. Just tampers with their medication. That's fucked up. Tracking their behavior and ensuring the boys follow the house rules, such as following the designated bedtime. One night, friend and their partner there must be another person with them in the house present, where working the night shift. When working the night shift, you should put when. When working the night shift.
Bro, I wrote this out like all last night or something. Give me a break.
Yeah, I can tell. Jesus Christ. At around 2 a.m., they were working on paperwork in the office when they heard a loud noise from one of the boys' rooms. They went to investigate and they found the boy. We're going to call him D. Sitting up in the bed with his head tilted towards the ceiling. His eyes and mouth were wide open, and when partner called out to D, he just turned and stared at them with his mouth still open. After a few seconds, D asked them, "What?" Partner replies, "You good?" Though D just stared for another couple of seconds, then said he was fine. He lies back in his bed and covers himself with his blanket, turning his back to the door. A few minutes later, D went to the bathroom and began to rinse his mouth out about 3 times. Once he was done, he turned the bathroom light off, but proceeded to stand in the dark, staring at himself for around a minute. He walks out of the bathroom, sees both staff watching him, and asks them for the time, then walks back to his room without responding. According to the friend, D never wakes up around this hour. He takes night meds that knock him out. Also, the noise that the friend and partner heard sounded like 2 glass clattering against each other. Except they had to log... What? Jesus, yeah, you wrote this like really... You're like trying to do like third person and it's like weird.
I mean, it's on my story.
Except they had to log it as a bang because they needed to put something, but it was nearly impossible to describe what they heard. A friend went to find what resembled the sound they heard on TikTok.
I actually have that video that they sent me, if you guys want to hear it.
So a friend went to find what best resembled the sound they heard on TikTok, and the closest thing was 2 glass spheres clattering against each other. But D couldn't have made those sounds because he didn't have any type of glass in his room. Important to note is that D had attempted to take his own life a few weeks ago. Sleepwalking was ruled out as an explanation for his behavior, as it has never came up during his monthly psychiatric visits, nor does he have a history of it. I hypothesized that he took a medication to knock him out, so he wouldn't try to hurt himself in his sleep. However, the medication is a closely monitored dosage prescribed to him by a licensed psychiatrist meant to deal with the mental health issues. Friend confirmed the night medication D takes is meant to treat insomnia and depression, along with another one to help manage his seizures. Some of the side effects of the night medication include lightheadedness, drowsiness, slow heartbeat, and headaches, among others. Some of the side effects of his seizure. Are you like trying to?
I am not the psychology major in this.
Okay.
They reviewed it.
That's like, it just sounds like
they gave me more
you're
info.
prescribing me a medication, Jesus. Like, you're just telling me the side effects. Some of the side effects of his seizure medication are familiar to those of his other medications, but also included stomach pains, swollen gums, and tremors of the limbs. In other words, none of the side effects from either medication were the cause of D's strange behavior that night, and has not had an episode like it before. And that's it.
Dun, dun, dun.
So basically, he just rose up and just did these things.
Yeah.
When he should have... Either he was asleep...
Oh, I found the video.
Oh, like what? Just like glass shatter?
The song. Not the song. The
sound?
the sound, yeah.
Well, don't play it too loud.
Sounds like marble on the floor.
Yes, what it kind of sounds like, yeah.
Yeah.
But if there's like no glass in the room... Yeah, how the fuck would you make it sound like that?
Yeah. Now, explain that.
Okay.
It's nighttime and she is tired and hallucinating.
She's the one on the drugs, so yes.
Problem solved.
No. I mean, I heard it, I'm like, I'm out, call Scooby-Doo, call the Winchester's brothers, and you know what sucks the most? My mom scared me that same night. Because she was standing outside my room. The hallway's dark. And you know, in between my room and my sister's room, she was standing right there, her head up. And I'm here in La La Land. And I see her just there and I screamed.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Just to find out it was just your mother.
Yeah.
It's even more scarier. And do you know, just realized too, this is the first time we actually had...
A ghost story?
No, not just that.
I mean,
like a listener story.
Yeah.
But Nicole on the fucking podcast. We always talk about her. So this is Nicole, everybody.
Hi. It's me.
Yeah.
The one who... Yeah, we talk... I think every fucking episode we've talked about her. I think at least like once in passing.
I'm keeping track. If there's ever a streak that's gonna end, not to be conceited, but I hope not. But so if I'm going strong.
Well, it's great. I love you, Nicole.
I platonically love you too.
Well, no shit. What do you? I remember when we went to anime Impulse last month, and she dropped me off at my house. I was like, "Bye, Nicole. Love you. Drive safe." And then she's all like the little girl memes, like, "Oh, we're going to Disneyland." And it's like the little white girl with the like that. And then she's like, "I platonically love you too." I was like, "No shit. Like, you think I was like madly in love with you?" Nicole, I like women, but I'm in a relationship right now.
I know, and no offense, but you're also not my type.
I know,
But like,
and you're not my type either. What are you talking about?
But it's just like...
When I say love you, I just think it's like platonic.
Like, you don't have to like mention it. Like,
yeah.
It's just already like a mutual feeling.
Like, I love both of you guys. I love you three. You.
Oh, hold on. That's friends, right?
Oh, shut the fuck up, Michael. Get out of here. Of course, like, friends. The fuck? But yeah. Unless, I mean, me and Daisy had something special.
Oh my god.
Until my heart was stolen by another.
Yeah, that was on the download, though.
Download?
Yeah.
That's
Jesus.
Well, I did introduce her on the podcast as my wife.
Oh, yeah. And then she knocked out on the fucking couch.
On the couch. It's okay. It's because I kept her up the night before.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
You know, I thought that was Santa Claus because I heard screaming, ho! Ho! That's good to know.
This is great.
You wanna head back out? Or...
Oh, yeah.
Or,
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys are done, right?
Yeah.
You just had to wrap it up. I
We're
can just
done.
stay till the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, well, this is Nicole.
This is our platonically Nicole.
Our platonic friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like every time like we say that, like you just have to be like, hey, just platonically, of course.
I'm weird. You guys know that.
It's okay. I platonically love you too, Nicole. There. I have to say that now.
I can't wait to like when Nicole gets in a relationship. Like every time we hear it, like she's gonna tell her man like I love you romantically, of course.
When she's mad at him platonically right now.
Why does it feel like it would happen?
It probably would.
Just to get the point across. Well, that's gonna cover it for episode 17.
Woo!
Thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks for Nicole and Zaida for lending our first ever listener story. Really,
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Hope you guys liked it.
it was an interesting one.
Okay.
I think Marky has like a little like story like that too. I'll have to ask about that one.
Ask. I want to hear it.
It might be a little too personal, so I don't know if he'll let me share it.
I think my next paranormal.
Take him out on a date.
We did it one time, okay?
Butter him up some more.
Look, first of all, his tongue was down my throat, alright? Like, platonically, of course. Platonically.
My virgin ears. My virgin eyes.
What virgin?
Ain't no fucking way you really said that. Ain't no fucking way.
Listen to it back.
Holy shit. Wow. Allegedly. So.
I mean, with the stuff I read
and the stuff you send me,
my eyes have seen everything.
My ears had heard everything. Oh my god. All right. Thanks everybody so much for listening, for watching. If you're on Spotify, give it a rating. Take a part of the poll. If you're on YouTube, leave a comment.
Take a part of the poll if they should sponsor an execution via guillotine.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh
my inches are peaked.
You have to wait a week.
You gotta wait till Friday.
Okay, can't wait.
But we'll see you guys next time on episode 18.
Woo!
And we love you guys, platonically of course, and we'll see you guys next time.
I'm just kidding.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.